Hello! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. We are in the Pick Me Up. Yes, it is a Silverado. Yes, it's probably the best Pick Me Up truck on console other than the TLX Custom, which I absolutely love. Oh, sorry bud. I'm out in the path. Is what it is. Yeah, trailer followed me. We do have a trailer on the back, and yeah, we've got a bit of equipment on there, which we've just got serviced. I know this is a very similar start to Mr. Wasteland Gaming's, but we are so on the same page, it is ridiculous. Same truck as well. I think it's a different trailer, and what's on the trailer is different. So, you know. Anyways, farm build is complete. I have tweaked a few things since part 2 of the farm build, and I've tweaked a few settings on my mic. Now, the farm build videos, my voice was a little bit, how you say, robotic? Is that the right word? Where I tried to cut out some of the echo, I had a robotic noise reduction type sound instead of. I noticed it originally at the end of episode 1, where I said my Cheerios, and yeah, went a bit weird. So I've tweaked it again. So I'm recording episode 1 and 2 off the bat. Oh, coughing away like a trooper. Recorded episode 1 and 2 off the bat, and then this is a standalone, if you will. So the farm's still here. I haven't destroyed it, but I have bought some machinery. Well, you can't see it from there. You'll see the first tractor. It's right in front of you. We have. Ooh, let's jump out. So obviously we've got the Silverado, gone for white with a box on the back, and then we've got a John Deere 8410, which is 260 horses. I don't have any small tractors. The fields are quite big. I have some lower horsepower tractors, but not. So we've got the John Deere. I've gone for the premise that during the early to mid 2000s, we traded a lot of old stuff and bought newer stuff. So we're in the 2000s, 2000 up to about 2010, 2000, and then we have one new tractor and implement. So that's that kitten, and then if we just scooch around the back of here, we have little John Deere 4-wheeler. Now, I had a quick flick on a few agri websites for the Missouri area, and 90% of the second-hand equipment was case. So, while we're here, so on that basis, I went for John Deere, because why not? 90% was case, and then all the planters and seeders and drills and all that stuff was Great Plains. So I've gone completely opposite for the area, but you know, my good buddy Wasteland's running a case farm. If you want to check out a case farm, go check out Wasteland. If you're up for your John Deere's bit of green, stick around. So Silverado, gooseneck trailer, and then we just had the New Holland BB9090 service. This is a Heston baler, which is something I haven't used before. Now, what I'm thinking with this is, I was watching, I can't think of their name, it'll come to me, and he was using, 4P Gaming, and he was using the original, the burgundy Heston baler, and he wouldn't pick up the alfalfa. So who knows, we may or may not be able to pick it up with that, but that's what it is. Not much around here has changed. There's a tractor in that shed, and you can see the trailer over there. I'll tell you what, let's park this up, and then I'll just leave this here, I think. I'll catch that fence. There we go. We'll just leave that there for now. Right. So this is our newest tractor. I decided to keep the 6R. I've made a few alterations to it, but we've kept the 6R. And then we have a John Deere sprayer with all the precision farming eyes on the top, if you will. This is our newest equipment, is the sprayer and the tractor. That's upgraded that to 300 horses, so it is slightly bigger than this kit by about 20 odd horses. We've got a consumables buy point for seeds, fertilizer, and seeds, fertilizer, and lime. I think that's all I can get out of there. And then we've got a production shed. You saw that already. And then we've got truck and trailer. Gone for the TLX. The 9000 in the US flag, and then I've got the Superior end dump 34-foot trailer, and then I added some fences in, and then this is a greenhouse that I've topped up with water, and then this one, if I get in the right place, there we go. We'll do tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, and pumpkins. So I'm just going to activate the pumpkins. There we go. And then we'll leave everything to itself. Jobbed. So we've got the baler, got the truck. This is the oldest piece of equipment on the farm. It's a 2135 Series 3 Field Boss by the White Farm Equipment. This is 150 horses. This is the smallest tractor we have. This is on the water tank. These guys don't have water or manure, but we'll get back to that in a second. And then in this shed here, we got the combi field roller thing, so you can mulch, roll, and all that good stuff. And then we have a 2012 1720 planter with tiny little liquid fertilizer tanks, and then we've got the turtle tanks for the tractor. That's probably given away what our big tractor is, but we'll come back to the big tractor. If eagle-eyed amongst you would have just seen it. And then we have two Kilbroths auger trailer thingies. I bought two and then worked out that there's no rear hitch and there's no option for a rear hitch, but it looks like there should be. Maybe not, I don't know. Took two of those anyways, probably one at a time, but we got two. And then I've gone for a buy point for manure for these two greenhouses while we're working out the rest of it. I mean, I could buy pallets of manure, but I'm going to simulate that the matey boy down the road there in the other farm, the white farm with the cows, has got an abundance of manure, and he's letting us buy it off him. And then this shed here, we've got our harvester. So we've got the class Lexion 670 with tracks. We've got a corn header, and then we have the swather pickup header. We don't have a grain header, so there goes doing any contracts, unless of course I can swath them, which will be interesting to see. Oh, just here I did add chickens. I completely forgot I wanted chickens. And then this shed here, there's our big girl. We got the 9530. This is 475. It does go up to 500 horses, but I went for 475 because that's like 15 horses more than the Ripper requires. So we do have the Ripper, the 2100. So that's our plough, if you will. And then we got the 2660 VT disc harrow for a bit of light cultification, which is what we got in this shed. And then I've added some fences around here, make it look a bit more, I don't know, American-esque. Is that word? American-esque. And then in here we've got our Challenger swather with mower and conditioner. And then we have the swather head and trailer. Now I couldn't get this to sit on the trailer very well. That's a 9.5 header. It's a 9.5 trailer. I'm thinking maybe I should have gone for the Nardi, the 4, whatever it is, the smaller one, with the fixed axle in the middle rather than the swivel. That was a pain in the bum to get there, I tell you that for free. So that's in that shed. Alfalfa's ready to go. Wheat is ready to go. That is doing its merry thing. The corn is just kind of sat there. I think that's all of our equipment. I haven't bought loads. We got nothing in the way of cat. Oh no, Miss Jones, Miss Jones. In the little shed here, we have Massey pallet forks and bucket. Oh, and I walked straight into the door. And then in the bale shed, we've got the Massey skid steer and bale spike. I think that's all of it now. So we have a sprayer. We don't have no fertilising. We got manure to put in the greenhouses, but we got no way of moving it. We got a corn header and a pickup, but no grain header, which means we're going to have to swath. It's 1 o'clock, late in the day. Got a couple of these kittens. I've literally just brought the baler back from being serviced and cleaned up. And yeah, so I don't have anything for the animals. I've got no straw blower, I've got no feed mixer, we've got nothing. And we got 32 grand. Before you ask, no. Oh, there's one more thing that I added. Let's scooch across here. There's one more thing that I added. That's down here. Oop. And that, I was gonna, if you remember, I was gonna plough this out and have a grass field. What I decided to do, in my infinite wisdom, was to start an orchard. So we've got 5 apple trees. No, they don't have any water. They're just kind of sat there looking pretty. So we might turn this into a complete orchard all the way down to the end. What do you reckon? It's an option, right? Now, I was going to add some buzzy bees, but I only remembered to add the buzzy bees once I removed all my money. So we could take out a loan and add buzzy bees. I mean, this is just because I can type series. Why am I doing it? Because I can. So that's where we're at with this. So the alfalfa needs mowing, but that isn't going to go anywhere, is it? That's just going to sit there. I'll tell you what I did notice. If we scooch into here, I got 3 baling contracts. Now, I do have the premium pack activated, so our map is full of all the carrots and all that good stuff. Red beets, no snips. So we don't actually have a lot of arable land, if you like, that's planted. Turn the grass back on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields that are empty, 7, 8 fields that are empty. 2, 3, 4 fields have got carrots in. And all I got is contracts for the grass fields. How come when Mr. Wason Gaming started, he had contracts for wheat and oats and all sorts of goodness? It is what it is. I haven't purchased the soil information for any of this. The reason being is that's going to cost me 15 grand just for that field, and then this one is going to cost us 31 grand, and we don't have the money. Therefore, we can't do that, which is why I was hoping that I could get some contracts. Other than baling or take out a loan, there's not a lot to be done. So that's where we're at. So pumpkins are now doing their pumpkin-y thing. I don't think I filled this up. No, I didn't. There you go. Get that filling. I am being charged for the water. I'm using this little tap here. There's one tap here, and there's one by the sheep just over the sheep. Where the sheep? Sheep are further down, aren't they? On the corner of the sheep, there's another tap. And then we have our herbicide tap thing over here. I think I'm using this shed for storing pallets and stuff in. So we've got all our production thingies, and we can store all the good stuff in there should we choose to do so. I think this is 60,000 litres. I know it's quite small, but that's 60,000 litres there. It's deceptive. And then our 60, 50. So it's 60. I think these are 31 a piece. So you can almost get 2 in the big trailer. So yeah, Kill Brothers, August, Ohio. There we go. US branding. So that's what it is. So the first thing we need to do, I think we're going to start with the wheat, and then we can get these chickens, which are here, because I want to see them run around the yard. We'll come back to the alfalfa. That's basically mow and pick up. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's the other thing I noticed when I was messing around on here, is if you, I'll get the whole map to pop up, and then you go across to this one, the only 3 fields on the entire map that need ploughing are mine, and then the edges of the grass fields. Really? How is that remotely fair? It's just madness. Anyways, so let's jump into here. I don't need that again. We need the header. So if we grab a hold of this, this is how I got it up here. I towed it. Oh, turnips. I towed it whilst bringing the header, the mower header, on the front. It doesn't like it, but it works. There you go. Also, if you drive through the alfalfa, it will knock it back a growth stage or 2. So let's not drive through it, eh? I'm not sure how long these episodes are going to be. They'll be as long as they are. Whoa! I had the same issue driving down here. I'm going to take out the corner of the field now. Look at that. The last ones I took out was nowhere near that. Probably should have put the header on a trailer. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Anyways. Put the header on the trailer. Put the header on a track. I'm having issues today, can you tell? Should have put the header on the tractor. What I should have said. Not put the header on the trailer, it's already on the trailer. That's the problem. There you go. And then, rumour has it that you can... let's put the help menu on. Rumour has it you can move that around. Yeah, let's go left swath. Why not? We have to go this way. Turn it on, drop it down, and then we should be swathing. There we go. And yield is horrendous. Now I did hear through the grapevine that you get an extra 20% by swathing. That's pretty cool, right? You can see all the little heads in the swath. That's nice. So yeah, so you drive around, swath it all, and then come back with a pickup header and collect it. Or that's what they lead me to believe. No, just get charged. I don't know. Here's a question for anybody that knows. The cow barns have got automatic irrigation for the animals, right? Automatic. Now the question is this, my good friends. If I don't have... Could you get charged for the water now, right? So every so often you'll get a little bill up here for, you know, 30 quid or whatever it is for the water. So my question is this. If I don't have any animals, do I still get charged? Does it know that it's empty? I'm not charged for the water. Am I charged per animal? You know, they'll drink 4 litres of water, so I get charged for 4 litres per, you know, animal. So I've got 10 animals, so that's 40 litres. How does it work? Leave your comments below, because I ain't got the foggiest. is what it is. Now I'm tempted to time lapse this, and it could take a little while. But yeah, I think we'll. Should we time lapse this, or just do a couple of headlands, pick some up, and finish it off screen? There's a question. The swather I've never used before. Oh, well, I've used it for cutting grass, but not for actual swathing. If that makes sense. Because the header like this one, the other one in the pack, is you can cut grass with it. So yeah, I've never used it for this purpose, you know, the purpose for which it was intended. Oh, madness. Pure unadulterated madness. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. And yeah, all that good stuff. I'm still full of cold. Although I can actually breathe through my nose today. I know, right? What? That's like a once a year thing. I've been doping myself up and getting myself sorted out ready for baby's arrival. I don't need to be full of snot and dribbling all over a newborn. That's not how life works, and they don't like it. They end up with bugs. I just thought, if I'd bought the other one of these headers, could I have just cut the alfalfa and I wouldn't need that tiny mower conditioner? Oh, that being said, I would have had to have tedded it for hay, whereas the mower conditioner auto-teds, that's a word? Is auto-ted a word? Today, auto-ted is a word. Right, let's jump back in this way. Now, to get those two to overlap, you don't quite use the full width of the header, I've noticed. Now, the peoples I've seen do it, Mr. Silly Peep, Mr. Wasteland Gaming, they had two swaths side by side, if you know what I mean. So they use the entire headers, and then they both struggled. They both had issues collecting the entire swath because it was slightly too wide. So, is it better to do this and then not have to worry about collecting because it's a narrower swath? Or should it be a wider... I don't know. I don't know is the answer to that question. I still don't have a pond with frogs in it. And I haven't checked the pond at the end of the road that we own, whether I can get free water from that. The greenhouses and stuff. It looks a bit darkly. Not sure I'd give it to the animals, but yeah, I want to get some of this off the ground. Nearly completed, or halfway around the second headland. Then we get the class out. Then we can get some wheat. And then we can get some chickens. I'm not worried about transporting chickens through chicken transport means and all that good stuff. That's not that fussed about that. This is a just because I can, because I haven't done it yet type series. I'm not sure it's going to be an ongoing... I mean, originally I was going to move my no man's land to here, but I put so much work into it, so many hours. It's like, no. Then I thought it's absolutely a beautiful map. Maybe I could move my Cromback series here, my Animals Only challenge. And I was like, well, actually, I've only just started on episode 5. I can't move it again. The only map that I'm not overly enjoying is Zalonka. Don't get me wrong, the map's lovely, and I did give it a go because Mr. Rusty Money said, always got to give these things a go to find out you don't like them. at least you would have tried. The map's okay, the way I've gone about it, not so keen. The start farm, not so keen. The fact they're up to my eyebrows in debt, probably not helping. Yeah, once I get over the hurdle of where I am and how I'm doing it, it's probably going to be alright, but until that point, it's just dragging me down, baby. So then I thought, well, I can move that one to here. And cancel that one. End that series and then just play some more on here. I don't do big fields, it's not my thing. I like little fields. But I just wanted to prove that I can. Not to you guys, because I don't care what you think. Of course I care. Obviously you need to watch it. But more to myself. I can do this. I'm going to start at Iowa Plains, and that went a bit wrong, and then after retrying and then another update and I was like, yeah. Then I thought I'd do Prairie Farms on PC, and I had so many issues with the PC and overheating and the fact that it's running on max settings permanently. Didn't like to record and play and render and everything. It was just like, not happening. So that was this corner. It's bugging me that it's a bit on the janky side. There we go. Yeah. So all the larger Let's Plays I've tried, I've given up. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, this will be alright. Now, I have a question. If that's cut like this, like a straw swath, if you will, which is fine, if I should leave the straw swath on the ground for, you know, a couple of months, will it still be there? Or will that ground swath wither? Will it? I don't know. I just don't know. Or is it now that it's cut, it's good to go, and I'll just get what I get when I pick it up? Open, darn it. The ladder's always the other side, isn't it? So this isn't the biggest or the newest. As I say, all the equipment that I've purchased has been around the early to mid 2000s, except for the 6R, which about this. Yeah, except for the 6R, which is the newest piece of equipment that we own, along with the John Deere sprayer. I've never used this combine before. I have used the Class, I have used the Lexion even, not Lexicon. That's a shopping centre that's not too far from my house. Yeah, I've not used any of that. And it's in the US livery, if you like, US colours. And the swather head, pickup head, does have this harvester in mind when they've set up the colour schemes, so that's awesome. And then the corn header has also got the Class colour scheme. Let's I unfold it, you mean move the stairs. There's nothing else to unfold. There's nothing to unfold. I've got the top's already open. Right. The tops are... Oh, for the love of... Oh, grab a drink. Then we should... Whoop. I got straw? Yes. coughed. It coughed some straw out. So we should be able to just drive round like this and pick up all the wheat off of the floor. Doesn't help that I've got a monitor right there and I can't see the numbers. But you know, actually quite like this. It sounds nice as well. I'm all about the sounds. It's got to sound nice. I do like. I mean, sometimes like a tractor or a harvester or any sort of mod, really any sort of mod, it needs to sound nice. It needs to start up and have a really nice startup sound, and when it, you know, you shut it off, as it shuts down, rather than, I mean, some mods out there, they look really good and the detail is fantastic, but they just sound rubbish. Like they've got some sort of default engine sounds, and yeah, you turn the key and it's boom, it's just going. There's no start up, there's nothing, and things like that really bug me. I mean, don't get me wrong, modding's not my thing, and you know, I'm not great. I mean, the best bit of modding I've done was with the help of Farmer Bob and Mr. Cavalier Roy when I edited the oh, that's my straw swap. I can't pick that up. I'm pretty sure I've just driven into the alfalfa as well now. That's great. What was I saying? Yeah, well, I did the goat pens on MilkThatHen. So yeah, that was add animal walking areas and grazing thingies and all that good stuff. I'm thinking maybe I should have bought the field info. Now the reason I say that is because Mr. Wason by this point was almost full, and every house I've seen has been almost full. Not actually seen anybody do this swathing with precision farming, in fairness. So maybe I've just loused it by adding precision farming in. I don't get the 20% increase. Don't know. I just don't know. How are we looking out here? That's a wide old thingy, you know. It's pretty cool though. This on the dusty side of fish. Oh well, that's actually easier to work inside unless I want to zoom all the way out. Right, let's grab this bit. Spin the harvester around, and then we'll grab this bit. Where are we at? 52%. Zoom out a little bit so we can see where we are. Don't know, we're going to need a tractor and an auger. The problem with doing this, I suppose, we can get the worker to do the swathing, and then you're on your own when it comes to picking it all up. So it does take a little bit more time, but providing I haven't completely loused it by adding in precision farming. I think precision farming is just broke, you know. I haven't bought any of the field maps or anything like that at the moment, so I might have a play around and start a new game, load in precision farming and run around the field and see what I get, and then do the same without precision farming to see if the swath Because you should get 20% increase, but am I going to get that 20% if I'm using precision farming? Does that override it? These are the questions that keep me up at night. They don't, but they might. One day they will. I'll tell you what did keep me up, and that was trying to work out what equipment I wanted to use. How new of equipment, how old of equipment, how big of equipment. I mean, these are some big-ish fields. So, so I googled basically second-hand equipment, and quite a few little agri websites popped up. And I say 90% of the equipment that was available, I think I'm gonna place a bet on the fact that I've just done a headland, the whole headland, and let's lift that up, turn that off. I've done a whole headland and I don't have a full harvester. I think precision farming, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna, that precision farming is ruining my 20%. As I say, Mr. Wason started about the same place, he went round the corner, he got to that corner and he was full. I've made it the entire way around and I'm at 80%. 84%. I would say, if you're swathing, don't use precision farming, because I don't think that's working. So, let's grab a tractor, grab a trailer, grab some chickens, and then I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I will remove precision farming, and I'll do a second headland. Well, I'll do a second headland and see how it differs, and then from there, whether I add it back in or not. Don't need a tractor quite that big. So we got this guy who's on the water. He's not quite big enough. So we've got the 6 hours already on the sprayer. So we'll grab this guy for the grain cart. It's a shame I can't dolly the grain carts. Do you know what I mean? That'd be ideal. Pardon me. Yes, I've set this up as if I've or the family's been running the farm for years and years, hence the field boss. And then in the mid 2000s, we upgraded a load of equipment. Still got the field boss, still got the old Massey, and yeah. And they are now due a new upgrade in the 2020s. So I'll be working towards either upgrading or replacing our big 9.4 whatever it is. Replace that for a 9 RX or something like that. And then obviously this is pretty cool. As I love crumbles. That's an 8000 series tractor. We could get an 8R to replace that, and then the Lexion. There are newer versions of that available, so we can always upgrade that or buy a second one, or do you know what I mean? We could do something, right? A little bit of a storyline. I may turn this into multiplayer and then buy the white farm and then simulate that we're buying and selling cattle and machinery between us type thing. I don't know. It's an idea that I am toying with. Right, let's get that pipe in. There we go. Jump into the tractor. Right, I'll turn the engine off because why not? You see how swath it works. It works just like that. I mean, I could have time-lapsed it, but then, you know, I've had a few comments recently from different peoples saying that they don't like the time-lapse videos and prefer me to just sit here waffling. So waffling is what you've got. I had one guy who said that he preferred the time-lapse at the end of my Crumback series. So I think it was the last episode maybe. I did the whole thing, and then at the end I did some field work, like time-lapse the field work, and then just ended. And they preferred that. Chickens. We'll grab 50 chickens. It holds 450. They were producing 50s, so we'll grab 50 of those. And then we'll grab one of your finest roosters. We can't see one chicken. I'm hoping, because we don't have a small trailer, we just got that big trailer, all these. There's a chicken that I can actually empty into here. Be a bit silly if I couldn't. How much is it going to take? That much. 5,000 litres. I should have the middle bin set up already. I'm hoping this will just tip. Oh, I haven't got the bottom of the thing out. I was going to buy the auger drive over thingy. Why can't I get in? Someone help me this end. There we go. Start that up. Chop that down. Spin it right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby. Well, we'll spin that right round to there. Is this going to allow me to empty into there? I know these are finicky. There we go. It's going somewhere. Hopefully into here. Yeah, there you go. That's gone into there. This one's empty. This one's empty. So we're going to have a bin per crop. I know you can store multiples in the same bin, but I want to go for a bin per crop. I'll turn that off. Come back in here, get that in. Oh, they've got orange, they've got orange. Eee. That's pretty cool, I like that. And then we should be able to take out through there. There we go. Get this back to the field. Chickens running around the place. I love that. I love a chicken running around the place. Ooh. Let's get this on here. I said that performed well. It drove to and from the chickens and back. That performed well. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe precision farming with the fact that you get the yield changes is why I didn't get such a great yield off of that bit. I don't know. You're supposed to get 20% extra with that. And everybody I've seen's not completed a headland before the harvester's like full. Or is it the fact that I got a big harvester? Anyway guys, I thought, I was just saying money's disappeared. I was like, no, I've bought chickens, you idiot. So I'm going to take out precision farming. And then I'm going to give it another go and see how we go from there. And yeah, next episode probably would have done this field. We may do some baling, and then we need to get that alfalfa cut. Probably be the same in-game day. I may get the greenhouses all watered and topped up. You don't need to see that, right? Driving backwards and forward to the water trailer. Do you need to see that? Probably not. You know how to drive a tractor. So, you know, it's a lot of the same old, same old. I may leave one so you can see what I'm doing. I may top it up at some point throughout the game. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Each and every one of you, please take care. And I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.